everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome one and all to my shopping block, where we're going to have a good old precious metal ramble about staying safe when buying gold and silver. Now, there are plenty of videos about what you can buy, where you can buy it from, but it still happens that people make the wrong purchase decisions and they end up buying crappy second mint market, you know, the Tristan da Cunha sovereigns from various different companies, which I'd love to just name and shame, but unfortunately, like this log, if I did that, I'd kind of be on the chopping block, because a lot of these companies aren't technically doing anything illegal. They are just selling products at high prices. Now, the problem is that people sometimes just fall victim, and I use the word victim in a real sense. There are a lot of people out there who just get talked into buying these kind of coins by these companies, and they're often very good at their selling. It's almost sort of a social engineering scam in that sense. They really do have very, very talented people who will tell you and sing a song and dance about the brilliance of a particular celebratory coin from God knows where, and it's just not very good at all. And then when you sadly try and sell it one day, you'll be told you'll get 90% of spot price from some places. So I did a video just last week talking about Chards, the dealer, offering 90% on what I called weird gold, and I would put a lot of the products that you will see in those kind of companies into that category, and unfortunately they happen a lot more than people think. So my top tips for keeping safe when you're new, when you're looking to get involved in precious metals for the first time: do your research. Now, there are, as I said, moral questions about these kind of companies that will have these kind of products and they'll push the sales onto people. If a particular company is constantly ringing you up or calling you and talking about these particular products, trying to flog you something, have a good hard think about why. What have they got to benefit from this? Well, of course, they've got the huge amount of money that you could possibly put into their pockets. It's just worth taking a step back. It's the same principle to deal with any kind of scam. If you have ever been victim of a scam, you know one of the things that they always say is to just take a step back, have a moment, think about what's going on. And the same needs to be said for buying gold and silver. Have a look at the market, have a think where things are. If there are, you know, warning signs, then great, you've acknowledged those and you can move on from that. If you've already fallen victim, I say victim again, I do genuinely think there's victimization on this, but we'll call it for whatever we want to call it. But if you have already been taken for some of these coins, have a good look at what you've got and when you got it. If you're still within 30 days, you can get some money back. Most of these companies will offer 30-day guarantees. Whoa, that piece of wood, by the way, went straight in the middle of my tripod. One of these days I'm going to knock it over. But anyway, most of these companies will have a 30-day buyback. Well, not buyback, but just refund. You have consumer rights. You have rights, as Saul Goodman says in Breaking Bad, isn't it? So have a look at what you've bought when you've bought it. If you've just watched this video and you've thought, oh God, I've bought one of those coins from one of these companies, and I'm not naming these companies because, as I said, they're not technically doing anything illegal. They're just doing really morally reprehensible stuff. And, you know, you just need to have a look. And if you can get a refund. If you have bought through a credit card or debit card and the company's playing silly going, no refund, sorry, that's a load of crap. Get in touch with your credit card company. They will be able to help you. And just say no. What's that famous phrase from Nancy Reagan? Just say no. If they keep ringing you and keep asking for new coins, if you're interested, just say no. Make the right decisions for yourself and slow down. That's one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can say. If you're buying gold and silver, it's not about the moment that you're buying, it's about that long term. And whether you buy today, in a week, or in a month, because you're taking some time to learn the market, learn what kind of coins are the right kind of coins to buy, learning where to buy them from, it doesn't matter if you're going to be in a month's time. Don't let the fancy sales spiels of it's now or never because gold and silver are going to the moon. Don't let that scare you. That's part of the social engineering contract. And if you guys have never heard of the phrase social engineering, it is well worth a look up and a read, because sadly a lot of the social engineering I see happening in precious metal content creators, fear-mongering, is an exact example of a social engineering contract where you are trying to make somebody make a decision and buy from X, Y, and Z because of that fear, because of that need to do it right now. That urgency is what they want. They want to get past that 30-day buyback, and then you're stuck, really, unfortunately. Now, if you have bought these coins, it's really difficult to know what to do, because unfortunately, as I said, nothing illegal has happened. Nobody has actually technically been scammed. Morally, you've been scammed, but from a legal perspective, you've not. So unfortunately, you're going to have to just maybe look to take some losses on those, or perhaps you can go back to the company and just go, hey, look, very unhappy with this, give me my money back. You'll be very lucky to get that back. And a lot of the time these companies will try and put the sell on, saying they've got buyback schemes. Here's a big one. Whoa, that went good. And these buyback schemes are often touted as one of the best things that you can look to buy gold with that company for, because they'll buy it back. What they don't tell you is they'll buy it back spot price and sell it to the next guy. So definitely worth having a chat with the company just to see, because the truth comes when they are put under the cosh. Well, it was really easy the first time, now this one's just not wanting to split at all. So yes, have a look at what you've bought, have a look where you bought it from, and just make sure that you're doing the right decisions for you. But I think the best advice is always just to slow down, do your research, and just have a good hard think about things in the cold light of day. Wow, there we go. I did hit the tripod there. It seems to be in one piece. Bit of a glancing blow on that wood. Perhaps it's now time to stop the rambling with the wood and concentrate on the next bit. So I think for now, I shall bid you all a fond farewell and adieu. It's been a pleasure as always to chat with you and chop some wood. I'd love to know what you think. I hate these companies and I would love to name and shame them. But unfortunately, by doing that, it would open myself up to defamation. I bet you, though, if you look down in the comment section, there'll be a lot of people who will probably have identified some of those companies already and will probably say them. So, worth having a look, that's all I'll say. But yeah, it's difficult, really is difficult, this world. You just need to sit back and take a good hard think about what's right for you. So yes, there we go. See you down in the comment section. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful sunny day, chopping some wood and nearly knocking my tripod over twice, hitting it once. Hey, that's what I do. Thanks all for watching. Thanks especially to my Cool Kids Club members and to all of the Backyard Bullion ramblers who listen to the back end of our videos. We'll see you next time. Thanks all for watching, and as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.